This play sure has lots of people working on it. Do you know how many there are?
Just a bunch. I know the audience may see us on stage, but actors are not the most important part of the play. I know we rehearse a lot and stuff, but us doing well in the play is partly the big result of lots of work that the audience doesn't see. What do you think is most important in the play?
Well, our directors help us learn the lines, say them at the right time, with the right tone of voice from the right place on stage. But if not for the rest of the people that help put the musical together, even Mary Poppins would be pretty boring.
There's a lot of singing in Mary Poppins. Without our vocal coach and the piano players at every rehearsal, we would never learn the music together as we do. And for the performances, the pit orchestra makes the music come alive. That's a lot of practicing and music rehearsals, even before they get together with the people on stage. I think the music is pretty important. After all, this is a musical.
I think the choreographers are more important. Our choreographers figure out the dance steps for the songs and teach us the steps to all of us.
Some of us are better learners than others.
They teach us and then tape them and post it to our Facebook page and to Dropbox so we can practice at home. It's like having a personal dance instructor. They try hard to make the dances easy for us to learn, but also interesting to watch. We try hard, so even when we aren't entirely together, we are having a good time.
The costumers are so clever and efficient. Without them, where would the play be? They use some costumes from other plays we have done and also make others right from scratch. They alter items from Goodwill or things we bring in from other places. In this play, we wear lots of hats, and they even had people make them as part of J-Term at church. We have some very talented organizers, designers, and sewers in our congregation.
When we do the play, we rely on our makeup and hair team to make us look great. So they help define our features. They can also make some people look older, and they make sure our hair fits with the time period of the play.
One of the parts of the play that the audience probably notices because they are really good are the sets and props. We have many people involved in building the stage and doubling the square footage for us to have a good-sized stage to sing and dance. There are many painters and carpenters who spend many late nights constructing what we need to make the scenes interesting for the audience to watch. The props we use also make the play more fun to do and to watch. I think they are pretty important.
We couldn't do this play without our lighting and sound teams. They take care of microphones, sound effects, general lighting, and special lighting effects. Because of them, you can hear and see us. What could be more important than that?
We are lucky to have a church staff that is flexible. We put our stage up a month before the play runs, and they let us do that.
The congregation also lets us take over the church for several weekends, and when we put up the backdrop, it stays up during church services. They sure are patient with this project.
Yeah, even Greg lets us keep things out when he usually wants everything put away.
Yeah, that's cool.
If we didn't have people doing publicity, you know, the posters, cast photos, tickets and videos like this one, how would people even know to come to the play? They are pretty important to the project.
Then there are all the volunteers who take care of the intermission. All those treats and raffle items, it wouldn't be as much fun without those things, would it?
Don't forget the people who feed us between Saturday performances.
There's so many people involved in this. How could we ever decide what's most important?
You know what I think is most important?
What is it?
What do you think? The reason we do it in the first place. We do it to support our church, Mission Church, and spread God's word all across the world. What could be more important than that?
You're right. Good answer.